My name is Cool Cat and I'm the coolest cat there is. I love to play and have fun and I'm always on the run. The sun is shining and I'm feeling fine. So everybody listen to the words I'm saying. Cool Cat knows the time of day, so he has to say it's time for you and me to boogie.
Oh God, this is terrible.
Welcome to the party, pal. You're from the neighborhood Master Chaos here. It is Voyage to the Bottom of the Barrel, episode 35. Oh my god, 35 episodes in. Let me know if I'm coming through okay. There's a little lag on my end. I don't know if it's just my computer being stupid and everything else is fine, but I hope it is okay. Today we've got two very special films. We've got Cool Cat Saves the Kids and Gramps Goes to College. You may or may not have heard of these movies. They are famous in YouTube circles around, you know, around the stratosphere. When you hear about bad movies and people discuss bad cinema, these are movies that are frequently brought up. So I decided to bring them to the party. Of course, I can't have a party without my co-hosts. So let me introduce them right now. I'll give you one moment here. Okay, first to the party. Oh, thank you. So I'm playing a little laggy, so hold on a second. Hey, PC, are you there?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Okay, sorry, I'm playing a little laggy on my end. I don't know what the hell just happened on my computer, but everything is playing a little slow on my end. So I'm just hoping it's not
hiccup?
coming across weird. But anyway, hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine. I'm not happy to be watching these movies.
Do you want to explain to folks why you're more naked than normal, or do you want to just leave it as a mystery?
I'll let people decide. If they want to really talk about it, they can chat about it. And if somebody gets it right by the end of the stream, I'll say that they were right. If not, then they don't need to know the real answer.
There you go. I love it. Okay, and then second one to show up, the one, the only, the Bullet Blake.
What up?
Computer will let me select you. There you are. So Bullet Blake, how are you? Are you excited to talk Gramps and cats?
No. You know, I don't know. I don't know if you're getting 2 zeros today, but these were one of these was really, really rough. One of them was really, really, really fucking rough.
Okay, I'm curious which one was the rougher one for you. All right, and another crucial member to the team, one of my favorites, and one of yours, of course, Lady Shasha.
I think you've done it, Jose. You've driven me to drink. I'm not gonna make it a stream. And I might become a Satanist. I mean, just out of spite.
Wow.
For one of these movies. Wait, where is it? Hold on. Hold Pazuzu. while we talk about. Oh gosh. How do you find stuff like this?
They come to me. They did. You know, the heavens whisper things to me. Watch. Go check out Gramps. You know, it just comes to me. But yeah, Pazuzu is good. I hold on to him. Mm-hmm. Okay, now we won't be joined by Aaron, who is now an official member of the Voyage gang. Unfortunately, he has a sick kitty cat he has to take care of, so he'll be sitting out. But he did send in a video for his reviews, which I'll play a little later. Hoping it's less laggy on my end for that, so I'll make sure it comes across okay. So we'll hear from Aaron, and he also will be choosing our next episode, which will be the finale for the season. But more on that a little later. Last but not least, let me bring on a special guest. It is none other than Martin from the Trashed Picture Show. Martin, welcome.
Hello, why the fuck did you make us watch these movies? I gotta agree with Mr. Blake up there. It's rough. Rough in the way you wiped your arse with sandpaper. That's how fucking rough these movies were, man. What in the name of desperate Jesus made you pick these films?
Desperation. Honestly,
Yeah.
that's really it. The goal of the show is to find the bottom of the barrel trash, and there's a little cachet in being a king of the trash heap, and that's what I tried to do with these, for better or worse. That being said, we've got two amazing films lined up for us, two very unique motion pictures that of I would say equal quality. I don't think one is necessarily better than the other, but that remains to be seen. Where would you guys like to start? Cool Cat Saves the Kids or Gramps? We'll start with Martin. Martin, which one tickles your fancy more?
That's like being kicked in the fucking hole or being kicked in the bollocks. Let me pick. Let's go with Cool Cat. Let's go with the cat. I think it's the lesser of two very fucking evil movies. So yeah, let's go with Cool Cat.
Okay, Cool Cat it is. Guest's choice. So let me. I gave you a taste of what Cool Cat was, and don't worry, you'll see that music video again. But I do want to read from the Wikipedia article. Hold on one second. Sorry, guys. My computer's moving so slow, and I don't know what's being registered or not. Okay, there we go. Wikipedia. Okie dokie. That's to put everybody sort of on the same playing field. Cool Cat Saves the Kids is a 2015 American independent family film. It was the feature-length directorial debut of Derek Savage, in case you were wondering, who was also the film's writer and producer. It is based on Savage's Cool Cat children's book series. Of course, the beloved book series that everyone read all the time. The film is an anti-bullying movie aimed at children featuring, somehow, Vivica A. Fox and Eric Estrada, as well as Savage himself and the other other lesser-known actors. Part of the film was funded through Kickstarter. The film was near universally panned by internet reviewers, such as ourselves. In the film, Cool Cat, an anthropomorphic cat, teaches children about topics such as how to deal with bullying and gun safety. The film uses footage from 3 Cool Cat shorts Savage had previously created: Cool Cat Stops Bullying, Cool Cat in the Hollywood Christmas Parade, and Cool Cat Finds a Gun. That's basically the movie. It's a nearly 2-hour anti-bullying ad for a Barney type character known as Cool Cat. In case you were wondering, I should put the link in the chat. There is Cool Cat merch still on sale. You can get T-shirts. You can get the movies. They apparently have a new one where he fights coronavirus. It's I mean, how can it be bad? Well, we'll tell you how. Let me remove this so that I know where my wheel of people are. Let's go with PC. PC, you came first, so you start off. Give us your opening thoughts on this.
So this movie is about a guy who mated with a furry and then had a full adult-sized furry that is too excitable and bounces off the walls way too much for my taste. I don't know how they talked Estrada into this. I don't know how they talked Vivica Fox into this. This whole entire movie is a shit show. I didn't like the dance numbers. The only thing I did like were the 2 Harleys, and the rest of it can rot in hell. That's about all I have to say about that.
I love the pause in between that.
Needless to say, I'm not a fan.
MC, you're muted.
I'm sorry, guys. This is driving me nuts. Okay, sorry. You know what? I'm just gonna. The show should still be fine. I had to reload this. This is driving me nuts. Talk amongst yourselves for a moment. Sorry, everybody watching live. This is just what happens when technology is technology.
You said talks amongst ourselves, and I had Saturday Night Live flashbacks.
Oh yeah. I'm a little bit verklempt.
Oh,
So, Martin,
Oh,
are you
sorry, dude.
Irish?
Yeah, I am. For my
Okay.
sins.
That's much better. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what the fuck. Okay. Blake, continue, please.
yeah. I mean, I watched this one days ago because I was like, because the old lady thought it'd be funny. It wasn't. It wasn't funny. Man, I really hated everything about this movie, except for the Harleys. Like, I mean, they're riding around on motorcycles, man. Like, it's like the saying goes, everything could be falling apart in your life, but hey, you got a Harley, so it's not that bad. But otherwise, and I'm gonna let everyone else shit more on it because I'm like a big fan of Estrada. I love Eric Estrada, so that was another thing where it was like, oh, I think MC doesn't realize that some of us might be fans of Chips and shit, and I loved Chips as a kid, so I like that Estrada was in it. I think Vivica A. Fox, that's so random and weird, and I would probably forget she existed if it weren't for Kill Bill. But how did they get them to do this fucking shit ass movie? It feels like it's 5 hours long. I think me and the lady stopped it over and over again because we were like, let's go get something to eat. So we went and got something to eat, and then we came back and ate while we watched it. Then we were like, let's go get ice cream. So then we went and got ice cream, came back, and it was hard to get through, but it's not the worst thing we've watched on here. But it's definitely not as good as like No Shark.
Oh man. Fucking No Shark still haunts me to this day. Okay, Lady Shasha, opening thoughts.
I knew we were in trouble when I saw that the title card was Comic Sans and Gradient. It's like, wow. And also I owe Homegirl from Dashcam an apology. I said she was the worst rapper in the movie, and I think Cool Cat may have beaten her to the title of worst rapper in a movie. Because wow. Although when he did do the Cool Cat Boogie, that song sounds way better on 2.0 speed. It was like actually halfway decent at 2.0 speed, but oh my god, or double speed, whatever you want to. I entertained myself by watching how many times his tail changed, because it goes from just a swinging tail to like a curved up tail, and also writing down his different colored Cool Cat t-shirts. He had blue, purple, lavender, turquoise, and black. And you would think they would denote different days, but they don't. They're just different colors during arbitrary parts of the day. Like, he just, I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they did. And I have a theory about why Eric Estrada and Vivica Fox were in this movie. I think that those are his literal neighbors. I think he walked down the block and was like, hey, can you guys are out here having lemonade. Can you be in my movie right quick? It's for the kids. It's a good cause.
Well, I know for a fact that both of them are union, so there's no way that they would appear in some bullshit he shot in his backyard on video camera unless they were maybe mandated by the courts, like, oh, you have to do some public service and it counts as public service. I don't know.
that actually fucking tracks when you think about it.
Eric Estrada, man. You're just too crazy and drunk. You have to be in this Cool Cat movie. Sorry, dude. That's what you get. Anything else? Opening thoughts?
It was just really bad. Like I can't put into words how bad this is. And this is us as adults watching this. Me as a child, I could have never sat through this. I didn't have the attention span, especially when we were expected to watch the cool cat paint. No, I mean paint the wall. I mean, like, no.
Cool cat indeed. Well, speaking of cool cats, Martin, before you give us your opening thoughts, tell us a little bit about yourself and your channel.
I am a YouTuber. I've been on here since 2016, I think. 2016 or 2017. I review movies, cult movies, myself and my girlfriend. We have a segment called Trash Fire Cinema. We review the worst of the worst, but we've never fucking come across this shit. I'm a giant nerd, so I review action figures and fucking other things. So yeah, if you're into pop culture shite, swing by my channel. You might find something you're interested in.
Oh, I have to mention something else. Martin also does stop motion animation with the figures.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
I need to get back into that. I fell out with that. I need to get back doing that again.
That's incredible. Martin, happy to have you here, man. What are your opening thoughts on probably the coolest movie you've ever seen?
This movie was like having your teeth pulled by an epileptic. It was just fucking painful, okay? I was like, Jesus Christ. And it wasn't even consistent in its bullshit, right? The first one of the segments has like fucking Cool Cat lecturing Derek or whatever the fuck about recycling. Then later on, he's like, we're going on a scavenger hunt. He comes by an empty can. Oh, it's not jewelry. Fuck that. He doesn't bother picking up the can. Then later on, he's lecturing kids about crossing the road. Then he fucking pegs across the road himself to go after a bully. Doesn't look left, doesn't look right, just runs. I was hoping a car would fucking pancake that fucking cat, but it didn't. So yeah, no. It was fucking torture. This is either a Ponzi scheme by fucking Derek Savage, or this is a cry for help by Derek Savage. He's like fucking Edmund Kemper. He wants the cops to find him. He's doing shit with an axe. He's doing stuff with cameras. He has guns out in his fucking back garden. What the fuck is going on with this fucking man? Sorry, I tend to rant.
I love it. Please, that's what this is for. Absolutely welcomed, my friend. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. It sounds like you really had a blast. Anything else? Any other opening thoughts?
I want my life back. I want my fucking 3 hours back.
That's a typical complaint on this show. It's funny you said the thing about him running across the street and getting hit by a car. If you look it up on YouTube, somebody made that video. It's the clip of him. It's called Cool Cat Doesn't Save the Kids. And it's him running across the street and somebody like CGI'd a car hitting him. It was really funny.
Nice.
So they heard you. Okay, opening thoughts. Cool Cat Saves the Kids from 2015. First of all, Derek Savage, I don't know him personally, but what I've looked into, he's I wouldn't say Ponzi scheme, but I think he's a shyster, I think. And there's some stuff behind the scenes where he hit on the girl who was playing the mom, and then she fell out, and then there's like a whole thing. I don't really want to get into it, but there's a whole bunch of lore to this guy that if you're interested, you can find it. Let's talk about Cool Cat. Cool Cat is pretty fucking cool, in my opinion. He gets to do a lot of fun stuff, like be a cool cat and love us, ride a motorcycle, have a human dad and a plushy cat mom, sing a ton of songs with different voices, remodel an abandoned home. This fucking part killed me, man. Hey, Cool Cat, let's go fucking build a house. Like, what the fuck are you? What's happening here? Okay, so when I came across this movie, let's backtrack. I was looking for ammunition to get back at you all for fucking No Shark. And I'm looking on Tubi and I just type in cat. And then I see Cool Cat Saves the Kids and I go, ooh, what's this little nugget? This looks interesting. And I watched about 10 minutes of it and I knew it was perfect for the show. But at the same time I was like, is this going to be too stupid that it's like lovable? or is this going to be the kind of torture that makes them hate their lives? And that's kind of what I was hoping for. And now there are parts in this movie that are honestly laugh out loud hilarious, because you can't fucking believe that a grown man would do this. That he would say, it'd be a great idea, dude, wear this cat costume and let's just ride around the neighborhood in motorcycles, and then be really excited about, like, yay, Daddy Derek, yay, dude, the kids are gonna love this. The fact that he thought that this would sell, I think is where we should really question Derek's sanity. Anyway, let me tell you other things that Cool Cat gets to do in this movie, which is really just a series of episodes smashed together. He gets to make sandcastles with a child. He has some fun. He laughs like he's forced to at gunpoint. He foils a real-life Eric Cartman. He has lemonade. He makes an absolute fucking ass of himself in a parade. He goes to lunch with Vivica A. Fox and Eric Estrada. He tries to write a book about fish. He critiques graffiti. He ignores cyberbullying. He runs for class president. He watches his dad do badass stick fighting. That moment. Okay, so there's a scene where Cool Cat's just hanging out in his house. He goes, oh, I'm going to go see what my dad's doing. I think he's exercising. And then it literally cuts to, like, if you know the movie Champagne and Bullets, Getavin, it's almost like the training montage from that movie. Cool Cat walks out, and Derek Savage, I'm pretty sure he's shirtless. He's got, like, these fucking ninja sticks, and he's hitting a fucking palm tree or something, like he's training it for the Kumite. Obviously, Derek thought that was cool. It was not. There are other things that Cool Cat gets to do, like go on treasure hunts, find a gun on the street, and finally, he does save the kids, because Eric Cartman, the bully, gets the gun and threatens to shoot up the school. That is the big climax of the movie. It doesn't happen, but boy, does it come close. Cool Cat, for me, is like Barney without any checks and balances. It's one guy's idea of what kids would like, and his concept of selling. Not so much, I don't think he was in it for the message. I think he was in it for the package. Hey, this might be a way to make money. It turns out it wasn't, and it became a big joke. And I think you know now, if you've seen it or if you plan to see it, it is an absolute travesty. The fact that it was made by adults and not college kids, like this looks like a Tim and Eric skit. It's not. This isn't a I think you should leave skit. This is a real movie made by grown individuals who thought they were doing, something, I think, rewarding to the world, but at the same time could probably put money in their pocket. None of that was the case. And I think halfway through the first day of filming, they should have said, you know what, this is stupid as fuck. Let's not do this. But they didn't do that. This is a very special movie. We've not had anything like this on Voyage before. And I think it behooves us to treat it very specially, because this is the first of maybe I found more furry movies, and it is big in the furry community, by the way, from various reasons, which we may or may not get into right now. But I'm gonna leave it right there for the moment. Those are my opening thoughts. PC, give me your final thoughts and your rating, sir.
If there's more movies like this coming up in the pipeline, I'm out. I'm done. Stick a fork in me. I don't understand this movie, because I know Eric Estrada can act. I know Vivica A. Fox can act, and in their scenes, they were not acting. It's like they were reading lines by rote, and it sounded awful. You brought up the weird segment when he was in the house doing the painting. Why? It didn't need to be there. It was unnecessary. One of the weirdest things that I saw too was during the parade scene, Cool Cat goes up and hugs a cop, and the look on the cop's face is like, "Why are you touching me?" It made no sense to me. But to give my barrel rating for this, I'm gonna give it a big fat whopping whale shit 0.
Whale shit 0. All right, and I will take your 0 gladly, sir. Okay, Blake, I'm fucking scared because you fucking like Mr. Eric Estrada.
I do like Eric Estrada.
And
Estrada.
Okay, yeah. It's Estrada technically, but anyway, go ahead. What do you got? Final thoughts for Cool Cat?
Yeah. Honestly, the movie, like, you know how they have like movies that they just put filler in to like pad the runtime. This was just all filler. The whole fucking movie. There was no need for this to exist. It was like a huge vanity project. It felt like, where he was just like, I'm going to be the star. I'm going to be the voice of. Except I don't think he was originally the voice of Cool Cat. I think the director's cut, his voice is Cool Cat, but the original cut was somebody else.
Yeah.
But there's Harley's in it. And Estrada's in it.
Oh no.
And Vivica A. Fox, though she's not as fine as fuck as she used to be, she's still up there. So,
no, you're not.
I'm gonna give it a half a barrel.
Oh, you're killing me. Okay, well, all right. I guess we'll have to revisit the Derek Savage universe. Okay.
I mean, my old lady's almost curious enough to watch the other movie, like the dog, whatever the other one was.
Right.
Almost. She's almost like she's about this close to watching that one.
Well, she'll watch it soon.
Oh no.
Okay. Lady Shasha.
I almost gave it that same rating for when the cop arrests the bully with the gun and his friend. For some reason, his friend was just standing there. He's like, "You're getting arrested too." And then Cool Cat asks, "How did you get out?" He says, "My mama got me out and she spanked my butt." While smacking his own behind. And I was like, that's the one funny moment in this movie. But it's still a 0 for giving kids bad advice also about the bullies. I'll tell you, if there shouldn't be any children watching us. But if there are children watching us, I'll tell Lady Shasha's got a story for you. Once upon a time, Lady Shasha was on a school bus and she had a bully. And her bully leaned over the seat and hocked a loogie into her hair. And she turned around and she punched the bully until he didn't bully anymore. The end.
Nice.
That's what you do.
Gets the job done.
Mm-hmm.
Cool Cat's gonna have to beat a bitch.
Yes. But 0 barrels. This is terrible. This is the only thing worse than this is the next movie we're about to talk about.
All right. Hey, okay. I'm well, all right. You know, I can't be too upset, but but that just means more Cool Cat in our future. Okay. And yes,
I did say 0, right? I said 0.
Oh, you said 0, but
yes,
blame Blake. Blame Blake.
Mm-hmm. He gave it that for the Harleys.
Yeah.
Estrada and the Harleys.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the
he was
other
a
one doesn't have
motorcycle
Estrada.
cop, man. He was a motorcycle cop.
And a less hot Vivica Fox, although I think the fault is the wardrobe. I was looking at her outfit, like, why does she have this on? This looks terrible.
Just like this, yeah. And they were not putting on a real performance at all. Like they really weren't, which almost made me like their performance more. I don't know why.
I still think she looked pretty dang good, but but anyway, Martin, go ahead. Your final thoughts and rating, man.
Okay, so this fucking movie leveled me. I mean, Lady Sasha knows the back catalogue myself and Jen has reviewed. Myself and Jen reviewed a porno funded by the fucking mob with puppets, and it was fucking Citizen Kane in comparison to this. So no, fucking, can I do minus barrels? Can I do the fucking splinters from the fucking barrels? Yes, minus fucking. The only thing that makes me not want to set the fucking barrel on fire is the fucking dog shit I have to watch after this as well. This movie, honest to God, it's just, it's like when you think of like aliens come down and try and fucking replicate what humans might make in a fucking studio, that would be more fucking enticing than this. This was fucking boring. nonsensical. I genuinely think Derek Savage is some kind of serial killer, particularly the scene involving the axe when he starts fucking murdering the shit out of that door frame. This movie is a fucking cry for help. That's the only explanation. This is a sick man's cry for fucking help. And yeah, 0.
I'd like to make a motion to make Martin an official member already. I love your takes, dude. I love it. We've got Aaron in the chat actually. Did I click on it? Hold on. No, Kubrick is here. What's up, Kubrick? Hold on, where is it? Okay, hold on. My thing is still a little laggy.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, it has to be.
He says it's a tax shelter vanity project of insanity and pain. That makes perfect sense. Something he can write off. Same thing with that house that he probably couldn't sell it. And he's like, well, let me see if I can write off this house that I
Some
couldn't
dude
sell.
in a cat costume came in and fucked the place up. It's like, I don't know
Try
what
to claim
happened.
insurance or something on it.
Goddamn crazy
right.
kids in the PCP.
fucking furry one nuts on my house. So for my final thoughts, I decided to just give a series of questions that came up while I was watching the movie. And I had to write these down because like there were so many, and I just wanted to make sure that I got them all. And there's no answers, by the way. We don't really get answers, and I don't think we're gonna get answers in whatever the coronavirus movie is. But don't worry, we'll find out. PC, you and me, pal, because you're your brother. We'll find out what happened. Here we go. Questions. Why is Cool Cat's dad human, but his mom is a furry cat monster like Cool Cat? Why is it that this movie has to be 2 hours long? Did Derek have sex with the anthropomorphic mom and give birth to Cool Cat? How the hell did they get Vivica and Eric for this? Is it so scattershot and episodic in nature because it was meant to be a TV show? And I think that might be the case, but it's never explained. Is Daddy Derek a stepdad, possibly? Why did anyone think this was cool? Is Daddy Derek just humoring the mentally ill mother and son that are really humans inside the costumes who think they're cats? Now, that was one that I thought of for a while. Like, what if he's just like the stepdad and like, you know, the mother and son think they're cats and they wear these costumes and he's like, yeah, man, you're a cool cat. And he's just kind of playing along with their delusion. Now, that would be an interesting movie. But that's not the case. Unfortunately, we don't have an answer to that. There are moments throughout this thing where I thought this was gonna turn into a horror movie. Like there were moments where I'm like, okay, so there's gonna be a turning point where Cool Cat, like, oh, the stupid bully guy that we keep that we've mentioned, you know, real life Eric Cartman. He's like, you have rat hair or something. Like he's just kind of the stupid kind of like, I'm gonna make fun of them and I don't care what they feel. There was a moment early on where Cool Cat's friend Maria was being bullied, and Cool Cat, don't worry, Maria, I'll take care of it. And I swear to God, I thought, oh my God, if Cool Cat goes in the house and gets like a gun or gets an axe and kills the bully, this might be a masterpiece. That didn't happen. But I kind of wish that was the case. But there were moments throughout where like, this is so easy. Hey, we found a gun. I know who we can use it on, and they go after the bully. That doesn't happen. But man, gosh, I wish that had been the case. Because I think that would have been a much more interesting film. As it stands, Cool Cat is a Barney-esque. It is a scheme to get money. It is just a way to profit off of children in a way that he thought he was helping, but ultimately was just making garbage. Children don't need to watch this. They don't need this kind of entertainment. If you want children to learn, teach them in an engaging, unique way, that's not this. Nobody wants this. Kids don't give a fuck that you have Vivica A. Fox, Eric Estrada. They don't even know who those people are. That means nothing to them, and it means very little to the parents. Beyond the fact that why are they in this, I feel bad for them. So Cool Cat is a failure on all accounts for me. And mainly because I didn't get a straight 0 on it. So, but for me, it's a 0 barrels. Absolutely atrocious watch, but I think it's indicative of what Voyage should be, discovering things like this. If you haven't seen it, I actually do highly recommend you go watch it. It's kind of a fun movie. If you watch it in pieces, don't watch it all the way through in one sitting. You may not survive it. You may not survive that.
I do have one question. How did they get in a parade, in the Hollywood parade? How did that happen?
You know, that's interesting. I don't know, but I think you can pay to be in it. I think you can pay to get in there. But I don't know for a fact. But that's kind of legit that he was able to do that. For better or worse. Rogue Witch is saying, Bullet gave it 0. He's full of shit. Apparently it's got a thing with 2 wheels. If it's got 2 wheels in it, he's in. That's all you need.
It was a trike, I think. So, you know, I mean, I guess they did have the soft tail in there too, but
I love how the fucking dude in the catsuit nearly went arse over tit getting off the fucking bike, and fucking Savage and shit. What's going on back there? Fucking grabbed him right quick.
Oh man. We do have Aaron's review, but he kind of reviewed both at the same time, so maybe I'll drop that now. Seeing as we're gonna be moving on to our next film here. Let me just cue it up real quick. Come on. I think it's my Instagram that's holding things up a little bit, but hopefully we'll play this with no real lag.
Oh, while you're doing that, by the way, everybody that's on Instagram, make sure that your locations have not automatically been turned on. There is a Instagram update, and it was turning people's locations on. So double check that yours are turned back off.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good one. Let's see. All right. Let me get him up here. Give me one moment. All right. Here is Aaron's thoughts.
I'm not hearing the sound.
No, it's not coming through? Oh,
no.
Dang it. I thought it would play through. Okay. Sorry, gang. This is the first time I do like a Instagram thing. I could have sworn you'd be able to hear that. Anyway, Aaron, if you're still here, you can chime in the chat. But he gave both movies a 0. Sorry, buddy. But yes. There we go. I'm going to get rid of that and bring us back up here. Okie dokie. Alright. That's a bummer. Okay, so double 0s from him for both films. Next film up is something we haven't really touched on. Religious films. Now, we don't need to get into a debate about religion. I don't think it's necessary. I think we should mostly focus on, actually no, I already have it here. Mostly focus on the quality of the film, which is what I think I will be focusing on for my review. Believe what you will, but Gramps Goes to College is a piece of shit. This movie, and I can give you more details, but I won't. I'm just going to give you the bare minimum. Ty Bounds, a workaholic computer programmer for 35 years, has retired. No longer forced to work for a living, he seeks how he can spend his time serving God. Following the lead of the Holy Spirit, he returns to college to wage war against secular humanism and to mentor a new generation in truth-seeking. Gramps is infamous. There's dozens of videos on YouTube about people reviewing it. There's a really great interview with Donald James Parker, I believe his name is, who plays Gramps, and a very famous scientist. And they discuss, all the intricacies of evolution versus, creationism and all of that kind of stuff. which, you know, I'm not going to get into necessarily. But as it stands, Gramps is a nearly 2-hour movie shot on super low res DV about an angry man going to college, shouting at the clouds. That's essentially what it is for me. Now let me close the page here and bring our round table up. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so Aaron is in the chat still. Hope everything's okay with the kitty cat, and it's a 0 for him officially. Thank you, buddy.
He also wrote something else there about the next movie. This
yes.
This film would make a moron become a Satanist. I am that moron. I almost it made me want to blaspheme.
It's, you know, it's all about the message. Like, how do you sell the message? And he's not doing a great job. Okie dokie, we're gonna go around the other way. We'll start with Martin on this one. Martin, tell us about your meeting with Gramps.
Okay, so I as I said, watched a lot of shit. I think you can watch bad movies so long as they're not boring. Like a Neil Breen movie, his ineptitude makes them enjoyable. But this was a fucking slog and a half. This was just an incoherent fucking rambling of some arsehole who knew it all, or at least claimed to fucking know it all. When you look at the title, you're like, oh, is this like fucking, you know, Rodney Dangerfield? Hey, Gramps is good. No, it's just some fucking know-it-all cunt going to fucking college, telling people. And the thing is, this prick's already educated. He's got masters. He's got shit coming out his ass. He's just here to be a fucking nuisance. Who let this cunt in? What the fuck is he doing? Why? How do you? And the other thing, your character, you're a religious dude, right? You name your character Ty Bonds. That sounds like a fucking that sounds like a sex fucking password or sex name on a fucking BDSM website. What the fuck, man? This thing just fucking boggled my fucking mind. I'm sorry, but just that's all I gotta say.
The character's original name was Dildo Genitals, and he thought that might be too much on the nose.
Bangs, for fuck's sake, Jesus.
Okay, Lady Shasha, opening thoughts on your meeting with Gramps.
Gramps is just a supreme troll. Like, who goes to college to study biology only to disagree with everything in biology? All he did was he would just show up places to troll people. He's the type of person that helps things like polio come back because he doesn't believe in immunization. Like, that's it's killing me. I don't want that to come back. But there was one scene that was hilarious to me, and that was when Stephanie took 20 shots of Everclear and died. I'm sorry, I can't even say it without it being funny. Because I think you actually could die from drinking that much Everclear. I mean, I've never tried it, but it seems feasible. It's them praying over her instead of giving CPR and calling 911 is the problem. But yeah, I watched, full disclosure, I watched this whole movie on 2.0 speed, and the talking still seemed like a normal pace. So I can imagine how slow it was, you know, at regular speed. But the best part, I'll wait to the second go around because I was reading the comments. I was so glad that they uploaded this movie on YouTube. And I took note of some of the funniest comments in underneath the video, but I'll say that the second go around. But it was terrible. I'd rather watch No Shark 3 times back to back than ever watch this again.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, okay,
and it also made me feel glad. It made me glad that my grandparents are on one side Lutheran and the other side Catholic. Like, that's my type of church. You go in, you're out 1 hour, done.
Yeah. Just a heads up though, he's got a few more movies that I have access to. Just saying. It's not a threat. It's not a threat, but it is a threat. Any other thoughts come to mind?
No, if they do, I'll bring it up the next go round. I think that's my opening thoughts right there. This is absolutely terrible. And I don't think it was shot in a college at all. I think they shot it in the church, different rooms of the church.
Possibly. Yeah. I believe that. Yeah.
I did Google one thing. I almost forgot. Sorry, Jose. I Googled the age that a person can stay in a dormitory, because that's my first thought. It's like, why is he trying to stay in a dormitory his age? And apparently in the United States, it's up to the college. Some colleges have no maximum age requirement for students staying on campus. So they literally could be in their 60s and staying in the dorm.
That's crazy. I mean, if my son were moving in and like he had like an old man roommate, I'd be like, that's a little weird, dude. I don't know. I'd ask the guy, have you seen Cool Cat? Because I don't trust you. He has a Cool Cat t-shirt. Get the fuck out of there. Okay. Blake, go ahead, man. Tell us about your adventures with Gramps.
You know, I just wish the gospel would spread as fast as the gossip. That line had me dead. That line had me dead as fuck. I also Googled that, by the way. Like, I was very curious why this fucking college would allow this fucking decrepit ass old man room with a 20-year-old kid. But as someone who was brought up Lutheran, I went to Lutheran school and all that shit, this is not how we act. Like, this guy was literally just a douchebag. He was such a fucking douchebag, man. Like, he is there just to buy, like, he picked, what did they have him meet with the school, and we think you should take biology 100, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, well, she hasn't met me yet. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. You're an idiot. Like, he just wants to fucking create problems and cause a scene in the classroom. It's so obnoxious. Every time he talks, it got more and more irritating as he went on. These kids would not be, like, in a rush to hang out with this old-ass dude. It's just too unrealistic for that. Plus, the way they say all the lines, like Shasha said, if you watched it in 2.5 speed, it would sound like normal conversation because it's like they're reading off of cue cards half the time. It was obnoxious. I hated it. Oh, I watched this one this morning, actually, because I was going to watch it last night and didn't. And I watched it this morning because I was putting it off because I knew it was going to be bad. I knew it was going to be just horrendous. And I tell you what, this was dog water, man. It was, oh my God. Like, this is like the definition of ass trash garbage. I think it's actually worse than, what was the other all zero movie you had earlier this year?
Oh, the vampire in Beijing or whatever?
It was worse than that. And that movie was fucking dog shit too. Just, this one was bad. Just bad.
I'm happy to hear you say that. It really does my heart good. Like, I literally, like, I'm glowing. It makes me so happy. Okay, very good. Professor, your opening thoughts. Oop.
I think he's been turned into a chipmunk.
Yeah, I hear. Chipmunk. Professor, your sound is a little squirrely. That is really bizarre. I was like, is that on my end? Because I'm having issues.
No.
Wow, that's really weird. Okay, PC. Yeah, you work on that. I'll go, and then we'll come back to you, man.
Is this better?
Yeah, that is better. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, the comment that I read under the video was that the main character is flawless. Like, he has no flaws. He makes no mistakes in the entirety of the film. He is such an unbelievable protagonist. He's the male version of a Mary Sue.
Yep.
And an extra thing about this movie is that it falls prey to every single trope that Christian cinema fell into within the late 90s to 2000s. And that's that the characters are unlikable, the acting is terrible, the story is shit, it's completely unbelievable. I don't think the writers of this movie actually know how the college intramural system works. None of those intramural games were college intramural. Okay, chess, yes, but basketball, all they were doing was shooting free throws? That's not how that fucking works. I'm fairly certain that Shasha is right. I think this movie was almost entirely filmed in a church. Where this was filmed was Crossville, Tennessee, which is basically smack dab between Nashville and Knoxville. And I lived sort of close to the area, and I know a lot of the people in that area would probably not enjoy this movie. Like, it's beyond belief in a manner that you watch it and you go, this is all bullshit. There's no verisimilitude in any part of this movie. It's just unconscionably bad. And I'm glad that, like, within the past 5 years, I would say, Christian cinema has actually gotten better with a lot of its movies, mostly because of what is the new Angel Studios. That's actually gained a lot of traction, and some of their movies are actually decent. They're okay to watch, and they don't fall into a lot of these Christian cinema tropes.
I thought you were going to say Tyler Perry, because Medea movies are technically Christian movie. There's always a church scene.
Just because there's a church scene does not mean the movie has a Christian message. I'm just going to say that right now.
Okay.
But yeah, that's all I got to say about this right now.
Excellent. Aaron was gonna join in. Hey, Aaron, it's in the Voyage group Instagram thing. If you can't find it, okay. I'll come back to you, buddy. Let me just do my thing, and then I'll get back to you, Aaron. Real quick, just addressing a comment. Rogue Witch says, "Come clean, Bullet. You know you said Cool Cat was 0 barrels. I read it. You playing? Give it up. I screenshot it. You're busted."
Shit.
Are you playing coy, or are you really giving it half? He's changing his letterbox now.
Yeah, it's fucking 0 barrels. All right.
Yes! Fuck yeah, man! Hey, you guys survive, because I don't have to bring.
I was gonna keep that up till the very end, Rogue. Thanks a lot.
Woo. Okay, well that's a weight off my shoulders. Let's talk about Gramps real quick. Gramps Goes to College. This is a movie I discovered. Good. It's a movie I discovered on YouTube. Again, just looking for stuff. And it was I was raised Catholic as a background. Right now, if anything, I'm agnostic. I feel like there's something, but I can't define it. I am very much a not so much see it or believe it kind of guy, but it's beside the point. Going into a movie that's fully religious, fully committed. I watch it with different eyes. I know people like this that are so gung-ho that everything has to be this, everything is explained by, oh no, you just don't know, this is God's plan, you just don't know, this is you have to. And I'm not saying it's across the board, but the people that I know, sometimes it could feel a little like a safety net, and not necessarily like they believe it. It's like they have to believe it. They have to believe it. And I feel this is where we are with Gramps. I agree with everybody. My first biggest problem with the movie is that Gramps is a smug asshole. Like, he is not a likable protagonist at all. And you're right, PC. He's very much a he's a Gary Stu. He's perfect. He's good at chess. He's good at basketball. All the girls think he's hot because, of course, it's a vanity project. So the oldest teacher there has to have the hots for him and invite him to a spicy spaghetti dinner and take off her jacket. Oh my God, her shoulders? He can't look at you. Cover your shoulders, young lady. He does that. There's a part where he has dinner with one of the teachers that he's insulted the whole damn movie, and she takes off her coat and she's wearing like a dress, like kind of what Lady Shasha's wearing right now. And he's like, "Oh, please cover up. I can't talk to you right now." Yeah,
she actually had sleeves. Her stuff had sleeves. I'm like,
yeah.
It was like a 3/4 sleeve, and he wanted her to put on the full length sleeve. What, her forearms were to you?
Yeah, and he's like, you know, I may be whatever Christian, but I'm not a saint. So what are you telling me? If she didn't cover up, you would like assault her? You're like, oh, I can't stand it. Oh, I see your arms. I gotta take you down. Like none of that makes any sense. But that's where that like high-minded religion feeds into this movie in a way that becomes toxic instead of feeding into it in a positive way. Aaron just popped in. Let me bring him in real quick. Aaron, hello, buddy.
Oh my God, hi. This is painful. I got to watch these films while taking care of a kitten, and I apologize to my kitten because that's the real cool cat. These are horrible. These are horribly bad films. This film here, if I was religious, I think it killed it. I think Satan. Hi. I'm making a team now. I'm trying to decide. But the first film was, like I said, it's a vanity tax project. This, you know,
probably
you
also.
ever watched the show What We Do in the Shadows? So remember, there's a character there that's kind of like he's like a personality vampire. Like he sucks away people's like energy and stuff like that. That's what this movie is. Like
he's Colin Robinson.
It sucks away everything good. This is horrible. Everything about this movie sucks. The lead, I'm not going to call him an actor because that's an insult to anybody that's ever anything that's been was. But this, whatever the hell he is atrocious. The character's atrocious. They're unlikable. And yeah, I'm not sure he put scores there yet, but mine's gonna be pretty obvious.
No.
It's pretty.
We're still in open.
This is a new level of pain that you brought. Like the other movies, like the vampire movie that you did, I got through it. The movie where it looked like they were all improvising everything, I managed to get through that. Cool as Ice, survived it. This one here,
word to your mother.
Yeah, word to your mother, man. This was the zero that we had to drop to give the hero. This was bad.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Any other opening thoughts since you're fresh to the panel?
It makes this makes Cool Cat look like a masterpiece, and Cool Cat is definitely not a masterpiece. It's a disasterpiece. But yeah, we're nope. Hell to the no.
Love it.
No.
Kubrick Lover has dropped some poems for us in the chat, and I'll highlight those in a moment because they're pretty great. Okay, so Gramps Goes to College. Look, as a film, it's ineptly shot with embarrassing dialogue. By the way, written by Gramps. He didn't direct it though; somebody else directed it. Gramps makes Neil Breen look like Al Pacino. It is, I think, everything wrong with a religious recruitment movie. It's trying to do too much, but in a heavy-handed way, where it comes out off-putting. Look, there's nothing wrong with believing whatever connects with you. That's great. Love what you love. Worship however you want to worship. That is the freedoms we have in this world. But you shouldn't make a movie forcing people to think your way, because then you're basically doing what you're saying the college is doing. If he's saying, oh, the college is indoctrinating people into believing evolution, then aren't you making this movie to indoctrinate people into believing what you believe? Yes, you're exactly doing that. But you're doing it in a way that is all the wrong, any which way but loose. You're doing it in a movie that looks horrible, with bad writing, bad acting, and almost no story. The only story is Gramps is good at everything. And PC, thank you for chiming in with the intramural thing, because I had no idea what the fuck that was. Like, intramural? I've never even heard of that. So there's like a thing where you can play chess and basketball? I don't know what's going on. But I figured Gramps knew what the hell was going on, so I'm like, okay, I'll let Gramps do it.
Yeah, it doesn't go together like that. Like in college, they have intramural sports, but they're separate. Like the people playing the chess would not be the same people playing the basketball. Like there are people that might play both, but it's not one. It's not like a triathlon. It's like separate things.
Gotcha. Okay. I didn't go to traditional college, so I don't know all that kind of stuff. Like I said, the movie looks awful. Out of focus shots, bad sound mix. Don't do that. I mean, if you're trying to at least send a message, if you're in church, the priest doesn't come out drunk, right? The singer on stage doesn't come out high. I mean, probably they do come out high, but not normally. That's that. I take that back. They probably work better high. But for something like this, you want a clear message. You want to be able to deliver it as best as possible. Whatever you believe, regardless of what it is and where it stands. It's a vanity project. It is absurdly made. It is boring. And again, another movie just like Cool Cat that felt like a Tim and Eric sketch or something out of I Think You Should Leave. Where like this can't possibly be the movie, right? Like the movie begins with Gramps and this other dude working out at a gym. And it looks like both guys have never been in a gym because there's one guy doing this, like a 5-pound weight. Yeah, so what are you going to do? I think I'm going to go to college. Okay, cool, man. And then the movie's bookended with that same guy doing the same fucking thing. Hey, welcome, Gramps. How was it? Oh, it was great. And then the movie ends on such an abrupt note that you feel like it couldn't possibly be an ending. There's no sequel as far as I know, but there are other Gramps movies. One about a couple. Don't worry, I personally will never bring Gramps to the table again. If you guys do it, that's on you. But Gramps, this is a one and done for Gramps, as far as I'm concerned. Another movie that didn't need to be this long. Another movie that was completely abhorrent in its approach to its message, and absolutely a gift to the voyage to the bottom of the barrel. I personally had fun watching it with my wife, who is, she grew up Jewish. She is very much an atheist, very much, she's a math teacher, so she's very much about the scientific method and evolution and all that stuff. So having her say, pause it, hold on. Okay, so what he's saying here is this, and this. Pause it. That's a straw man argument. What he's trying to say is blah, 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 blah. And then she would, and so it would be the funniest thing. She was going to join tonight, but it's the night before my daughter's start of her senior year, so they're a little busy getting ready.
That's
but
nice.
It's a 0 from her. But you have to wait and see what I thought, because it could go either way for me. Since the wheel sort of spun around, we'll start with Aaron and we'll go back around. Okay, Aaron, final thoughts and ratings, my friend.
All right, so I think that the actual thing that happened with this movie, why Gramps is so good at everything, is because at the beginning of the movie, Gramps in the gym is working out and he died. And all this is like delusions of a dying man. None of this actually happened. Gramps is dead. Also, I can't believe this is actually religious, because it feels like it's doing the opposite of what a religious film would do. Like there's a Netflix channel called Pure Flix, if you're into that jazz, that does that kind of stuff well, way better than this. And it doesn't make you want to jump off a cliff, join a Satanistic cult, or any of the other stuff. Gramps is dead. This is a 0. This is a double. This is a -0. This is a 6. This is a -666. That's what this is. This is the bottom of the barrel.
Wow, -666. I like that. I will take that. Thank you, sir. Okay, Martin, what do you think? I'm thinking you're gonna love this.
I gotta agree with Aaron what he was saying, man, because this does the opposite. This is Christian propaganda that makes you want to blow a fucking church to pieces. This is like,
Jesus,
what the fuck is this shit? Honest to God, Gramps, pull out his fucking dialysis. That's all I'll fucking say. This movie was so bad, the music fucking fled the movie. Do you remember when your one fucking croaked it? Like halfway through, the music just fucking left. It was like, fuck this, I'm out. That's how bad this fucking crock of shit is. Again, this is minus for me. This is fucking 0. Burn the fucking barrels. I'm fucking done. I'm out. It's horrendous. This movie made me fucking angry. Now, Cool Cat pissed me off because it was fucking irritating. This fucking just hatred boiled my fucking body for this crock of shit. So yeah, 0 fucking barrels. Wasn't a fan. I didn't like it.
You know, I feel like the Emperor in Star Wars. Yes, let the hatred flow through you. I love it. Okay, Lady Shasha.
I want to give it negative barrels because this made me think. I'm sitting here watching it thinking, if heaven is populated by people like Gramps, I don't want to go. I'll go to hell. I will sit there and talk to Pinhead. I don't know. I don't want to be up somewhere where there's 100,000 Gramps talking to me about how dinosaurs aren't real. I can't do it. Especially living in Florida. We still have dinosaurs here. They're called alligators and crocodiles. They're walking around. I don't know. I can't deal. Like he was the most unlikable person. Like he would just show up to class just to say, let me tell you why you're wrong. Like why? The whole premise doesn't make sense. If you're into being a super duper Christian, cool. There's literal Christian colleges. There's seminaries. Go there. Why do you feel like you need to go and just argue with people daily? Like it doesn't make sense. It doesn't sound like a peaceful life.
Mm-hmm.
It's giving. You ever seen that GIF or the meme of the guy that says, "I want peace never. I want problems always." Like this is what Gramps is giving. He wants problems always. Yeah. No, this is. I don't ever want to see anything like this again. Like this, I mentioned Tyler Perry before. This makes him look like a master auteur. It really does. I was in the comments and someone wrote, he's like a creationist Neil Breen. Someone else wrote, this is like if my mom's Facebook group made a movie. And then my favorite comment is someone wrote, for people who hate abortion, they really made one. It's just like, wow.
Oh my God.
And I didn't get to read through all the comments, but the comment section underneath that movie on YouTube is beautiful.
That's amazing. Well, I'm glad Gramps left such an impression on you. He was very much a male Karen.
Yes.
And no one likes those. Okay, very good. Thank you, Lady Shasha. Bullet Blake, what do you think? Did the ending sell it for you? Did it put it all together for you? Like, oh, the ending, really? Okay, cool.
Well, I was talking a lot of shit earlier, but I'm gonna be the voice of reason here. Yeah. Okay. So I found it charming. I can't.
I was about to say, you're going to do this with a straight face? Really?
I was trying.
What the fuck is in that vape, man? What is in that vape?
It's such a bad fucking movie. I can't even, I don't know how you find this shit. Somehow you managed to find the worst fucking, when we started this show, they weren't movies that were this bad. So yeah, 0 barrels. 0 fucking barrels.
Very good. I'm glad to hear. I absolutely overjoyed. Okay. PC, take it away. Final thoughts and rating.
Bullet might not have been the voice of reason, but I think I'm going to go hard on this one. And, I think I'm going to give this 10 barrels.
Hell yeah.
No. This movie was a piece of shit all the way through, start to finish.
10 barrels.
And I just was. The main problem with old Christian cinema is that it had no idea how to actually talk to people who weren't Christian. So this whole thing was meant to be, a way to peaceably proselytize. and yet all it did was demonize themselves to the audience that they were trying to attract. So it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I don't like it. It wasn't good. I'm going to go ahead and give this a whole whopping 0 barrels.
All right. My absolute favorite line in movie history comes from this movie. And yes, I know I just saw this like a week ago, but I've discovered my favorite line of all time. It's towards the end of the movie, and we get to the big basketball tournament, which we don't get to see, by the way. We just watch the girls watch it, and they tell us what's happening. Because reasons? I don't know. Oh, man, he made the basket. Oh, dude, he's going to win. Oh, yeah, he got it. Yeah. And as our bully is walking away, he turns to Gramps, looks him dead in the eyes, and says, "You go to hell." Gramps quickly flips around and goes, "You go to heaven." Oh. I was like, now that's a fucking badass. I got chills. I watched it like 10 times. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. You go to heaven, bitch. I love that. Look, this guy, obviously, I don't know anything about, and I tried to find some stuff about Gramps, Donald James Parker. I think he's actually a preacher. I might be mistaken. Or he might just be like a super fan of God. And, and wanting to, stretch his acting muscles and wanted to be a part of this. He has made 2 other movies as far as I know. I know one for sure, and I believe there's a 3rd one. But don't worry, those will stay in the vault. Unless I'm feeling spicy, and then I'll bring it out. But they'll stay buried for now. It's every bad thing you would imagine when you think about a religious movie. And it does give the belief a bad name. It gives the believers a bad name, and I think it does nothing in terms of recruiting people or spreading the word or whatever you want to call it. I don't think there's anybody who goes in and at the end of the movie they're like, "Damn, Jesus, let's do this." I don't think this is the kind of movie that sells you on that. So in a way, Gramps did the devil's work and pushed people away from God. And that's, maybe he's not aware of that, but you can buy it. It is available on DVD. I think it's $12, as well as some of his books. He's written a ton of books. And if you're at all interested, search him out. I think if you just look up Gramps Goes to College or I think it's DonaldJamesParker.com. I would show you the website, but I was having issues with my internet, so I'm not going to fuck with it. But DonaldJamesParker.com, I believe it is. You can buy the movie if you want, or watch it on YouTube at the fastest speed possible, because you will not survive this at normal rates. It's a 0. It's a 0 for me. Gramps is as Blake would say, a trash, garbage. Did I get that right? Okay,
that's spot on too for this movie.
Yeah, it is absolutely an abhorrent piece of shit, and should not be viewed by anybody. That being said, that's the end of episode 35, and guess what, my friends? We have reached the mythical 00. Mm-hmm. And thank you. I'm glad you guys hated this movie. That was my goal. that you hate both of these films. I appreciate it, and I promise, at least for the next season, I'm gonna go easy. on you guys. That means you guys have to go hard now. That you guys have to. You guys have to bring the heat. So I will leave that up to you. But the season is not over because we have a new member, and that is Aaron. I'm booting up my IMDb right now, real quick.
While you're doing that, there's a couple there were a couple comments with suggestions. I think one was from Kubrick Lover, the other one was from Brendan. I gotta scroll back up. Brendan said, "Is there a proper place to make suggestions for this show? You guys must check out The Time Machine That You Bought." No, the full title is The Time Machine That I Bought at a Yard Sale. It's on YouTube. It says it will destroy your minds. Enjoy.
I looked that one up. So that is available. It's 84 minutes. That's up for grabs. The Time Machine. I found at a yard sale. Yep, the whole movie's on YouTube.
I don't see the one that Kubrick Lover mentioned. I might have misread it. I think Kubrick Lover is just writing. He's freestyling in the comments.
Yeah.
Freestyle hip hop lyrics.
He said he was looking for rhymes.
Oh.
Yeah, I think the only one I saw was the Time Machine one. Thank you for the suggestions. If anybody else has suggestions, we do take them. We usually just kind of pick our own shit, but
I knew it's before you finished that sentence. I knew Tony Man was going to start writing that. He's been bothering me to watch the Legend of Stankmouth. I forgot what the full title is. But...
interesting. Okay, hold on. I got the IMDb's, and then I'll have Aaron introduce them to us. Stankmouth.
Let me find a full title.
Fluffy, you don't.
It's called Halitosis: The Legend of Stankmouth.
I love it. Fluffy's here. Fluffy, I can't imagine you've seen the Time Machine movie. Can't imagine you've seen that. That's pretty funny. Okay, let me share this. God, I'm still laggy. I don't know what the hell. Okay, Aaron, let's talk about your season finale, first episode as a full member. First up is moderator.
Well, the first was on. Okay, so I wanted to do Canadian and Moroccan. This is 2022. It is the moderator, and it's a movie that I showed my dad to show him a little bit of where I lived. And then I felt really bad as we're watching it. I was thinking, my dad's never going to visit me now because of this movie. It's got actors in it. Look at those names. See, you got like Barry Jordan from like CSI. You got Robert Nepper. I bet you're thinking this is going to be a lot of fun, right? What a wonderful poster. She's a sexy girl on the poster. You'll find out. Oh, you'll find out.
He said you'll find out. Wow.
Yeah, you'll find out.
I don't know, man.
But one of the reasons I picked this is I think Bullet Blake is going to think this is good before just by the poster. And
the poster was fucking tastic, man.
I know.
That's funny. All right, and then next is a classic.
Canadian classic.
Oh, I like Things.
It is Things. It is 1989's Things, the year that I graduated. Andrew Jordan and Barry J. Gillis got together to make an exploitation film, a sci-fi horror film shot entirely in a cabin in Ontario. It is very Canadian. It is very mullet. It's very painful. If you want bread sandwiches, really bad monsters, you want Amber Lynn. Oh, there you go. Amber Lynn. Bona fide porn star. You think, wow, this should be great. Well, wait till you see how Amber Lynn is utilized in this film, because I think you'd be surprised. And I don't think this is going to get like zeros, but because there is a little bit of enjoyment to this film, but there's still a lot of pain. And out of the two, this may be the least painful. I know the poster doesn't look like it's going to be, but it's my first one, so I wanted to do something Canadian and something Moroccan, and something that would be at least a little bit painful, but not Gramps bad. So Things 1989. Watch it, guys, if you haven't seen it. I make everybody that comes into my house the first time watch this movie. Everybody that comes into my place has seen this film. My kids have seen this film. Yeah, I know that's almost like child abuse, but still.
No, it's a good litmus test.
It is. It's a film, and I'm thinking that a lot of people on here may not have seen it. May have seen it. So that's and that you haven't, you're going to get to see The Moderator, which is an action film with
and I think
lots
Things is shot on VHS, right?
Oh yeah, it's one of those early VHS, straight VHS.
isn't it like 8mm or something? It's not VHS outright.
Oh, I thought it was.
It's like along the same lines of like Sledgehammer and stuff like that, except I think Sledgehammer is better than this, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
As in like
No,
quality.
Sledgehammer? Better? No, dude.
It's pretty like I watched them both in one night, and yeah, I own this movie, by the way, Intervision, of course, but
if
if
you
wanna
have
buy it-
Shudder, there's an episode of Joe Bob Briggs Drive-In Theater that he played Things and did
Oh,
his,
nice.
you know, Joe Bob does his interstitials with different trivia about the movie. Yeah.
its
Yeah.
opening's insane, and then it gets from there, and its ending's insane.
Things is a classic, so I'm looking forward to having that. We're getting some various reactions in the chat here. Kubrick says, "I do not like Things." You're not. Well, that's the point. But then Brendan says, "Things is unironically one of my favorite films ever. I've seen it 30 times. Wow,
Oh my god, even I've seen it.
that's a lot." All right, Things and the Moderator will round out the season. It'll be the first episode on the Cult of Cinema sometime in September. So stay tuned for that. We'll pick a date off air. That's it for 35. A 00. Finally, I'm excited, and now I can just kind of relax and then dip into my pile of good bad movies that I wanted to share for season 5. But for now, let's sign off. I'm gonna go around and everybody can say their adieus. Professor Cinema, anything you want to shout out?
Not right now. No, I'm pretty much stopped doing a lot of things and not leaving the house very much. So, nothing really to shout out.
Okay. Blake, anything you want to plug?
I mean, I've been so busy now with the kid and everything, so I haven't been able to put shit up. So eventually I'll do a video dump where I get a bunch of vids uploaded, but I don't know. I'm tired as fuck right now, so.
Kids, that'll happen. That'll happen. And you'll never stop being tired. That's just kind of what they do. Okay, Lady Shasha, anything you want to plug?
Yeah, on Wednesday nights, I do Horror Weekly, which is news and commentary about horror, sci-fi, and thriller news. On Thursdays, we do What Did We Watch Last Weekend. Last Thursday, we did a little bit of a... First half of the podcast was a spoiler-free review of Weapons, and then we did a spoiler review of Weapons. And I also did a out-of-the-theater reaction to Weapons and out-of-the-theater reaction to Together. I have coming up probably another review of The Home, but I ended up watching Weapons a second time because I just love that movie. But yeah, definitely check out the channel for that.
Absolutely, and links for everybody down in the description. Can I say we just watched Freakier Friday, and I loved Weapons, but I think I loved Freakier Friday more. I had a blast with it, man. It's really good. It reminds me of an early 2000s movie.
Oh, cool.
But anyway, Martin, anything you want to plug on the channel coming up?
Just two things, if I may. I released a review for an underrated gem, Reign of Fire. Everyone forgets that movie. I love that fucking movie. If you like dragons and you like fucking Christian Bale growling, you'll dig it. And also, my girlfriend, she is going to be releasing her review of Weapons fairly soon. So if you get a chance, check out Jen's reviews from the grave and her review of that, okay? But thanks, dude.
Excellent. Martin, thank you so much for joining us, man. I hope we can do it again.
Definitely. It's awesome. It's been awesome.
Awesome. Okay, Aaron, anything you want to plug on your end?
I just got back from Spain. The last couple of things on the channel have been unboxings. The next one has some limited edition steelbooks. So if you're a steelbook lover, you'll kind of dig the next one. That's on Monday. And the You Can Keep Only 10 series is coming back next week with an Umbrella Entertainment episode. So that's the series where I look at all my boutique label releases from a company, and I choose 9 Blu-rays in one box set, and those are the only ones I can keep, and that's the ones I'm going to watch for the next 10 or 15 years. And I encourage viewers to share their what their choices are. So that's what I'm doing now, and I have some other stuff coming up that I can't talk about yet, but I'm very excited about.
Excellent. Did you? I think you did. You covered the Severance sale a little bit, right? Yeah, I think
A little
I
bit. I
jumped
mean,
in on your thing.
yeah. The day that you were in there, I think it was the one time I actually got to cover some of the sale. But I think I covered the Vinegar Syndrome sale more, and I kind of neither one of them are good sales, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
sadly.
the times are changing, man. Well, very good, Aaron. I'm glad things are going okay with the kitty cat, and you were able to join us for a little bit. All right. As for me, August is up in the air as to what I'm doing career-wise. May or may not be shooting a movie. I know I'm certainly going to be writing at least one or two. So I'll be busy. I'm not sure how much coverage I'll be bringing or video content I'll be doing beyond the September 1st Vinegar Syndrome announcements. Hopefully Blake will be able to join me for that whenever that is. And then the next Voyage. That's probably what you'll expect from me. But I did just put up the final video from Comic-Con. If you're interested in joining me and Little Master, we had fun at Comic-Con. And that's what took me away from Severin. This has been Voyage to the Bottom of the Barrel, episode 35. Oh my god. A 0-0 coveted win. I pretty much clinched the season. However, there are other 0 movies. So, next episode, we will just do a poll and decide what was the worst movie of the season. Maybe it wasn't one of these. Who knows? I'm just happy I got a 0-0. I'll take that as the win. But for now, time to bid you all adieu. Thank you so much for joining us. We love you very much, and hopefully we get to see you soon. But until then, remember, Gramps is out there, and he's waiting for you.
Yeah, y'all ready for this?